know that he was doing that. It's just stop being a pain in the ass for you. Thank you. I'm scared. Oi! Stop the goddamn screaming! Try and knock you out. You wanna go? You done playing? Just happened. Something happened and it lagged my game. What the hell? What in the hell? Hmm. Fucking annoying.
And Power have the most brutal training regimen. After the organized attack,
How things are actually made. Inside every rubber glove is a normal protective glove. This is then dipped in hot, melted rubber. It's insanely satisfying to watch. This is how transmission tower wires are made. You might think they're coiled by a machine, but they're actually done by hand. This looks insanely unsafe, even if they are wearing helmets. I don't think those would help if they fell off these towers. This is how golden eggs are made. This factory makes thousands of golden eggs every single day. They do this by spraying golden paint on normal eggs. This is how swirly gelato is made. This machine has 6 different nozzles. These are rotated as the nozzles are used, creating a very satisfying swirling effect. How things are actually made. Inside every rubber glove is a normal protective glove. This is then
Game show cheaters caught on live TV. Terry Nees perfectly guessed the price of a showcase on the game show The Price is Right. He was the first person to ever guess the exact right number in 38 years of the show. After studying the show for 4 months with his wife before going on it, he realized that every single price was the exact same order on each show. So all he had to do was remember it. After making it to the final round, Terry remembered that the showcase was around $23,000. He couldn't remember the last 3 numbers, but it didn't really matter, because on the show, if you're close enough to the number, you still win. So he decided to fill in the last 3 numbers with his wedding date and his wife's birth month, and it ended up being the exact price. After the show, they explained to the host how they memorized the pattern of each show. And after that, the show completely changed. So now all the prices are random, so it doesn't happen again. But since Terry didn't technically break any of the rules, he got to keep the prize. Game show cheaters caught on live TV.
this is great.
Your mom doesn't love you, your dad left you, your grandma hates you, and you're gonna grow up to be Adam Sandler.
I spent hours watching the best Discord memes, and here's what I found. The tag on my shirt touching my neck. High key facts, bruh. Yo, how did this man get in the street?
This filter shows your celebrity look-alike.
Okay. Hey, Loki, they ain't lying.
Just lost my job. Can you tell me a joke to cheer me up?
What's the difference between you and a large pizza?
What's the difference?
I don't know. What?
A large pizza can feed a family.
GG, man. Man, them got Quay-scoped. When Halloween costume crossover gets too out of hand. Spider-Man out of nowhere. I spent hours watching the best.
Age of Genshin characters that you probably didn't know about. Fischl is 16 years old as she received her vision when she was 14, and no electro vision has appeared in the last 2 years due to the Vision Hunt decree. Kaya's adoptive father passed away when Kaya was 18. Lisa states that this was 4 years ago, meaning Kaya is roughly 22 years old. Chi-Chi has the appearance of an 8-year-old, but as a zombie, she's actually thought to be over 100 years old. Ganyu is part of the Archon War, which means that she is at least 3,000 years old. Zhongli is the oldest Archon alive and is roughly around 6,000 years old and is still kicking. Dainsleif used to be the captain of the Royal Guards of Conria over 500 years ago. It is heavily implied that the Traveler and their sibling are extremely old. There are hints that they were present at the destruction of Conria, which would also make them at least 500 years old. Age of Genshin characters that
You're traumatizing them and teaching them to fear the US government.
Correct.
Okay, let me try to put this in terms you people will understand. You know superhero movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember how they always create the villain? Some random person who, when they were a child, got taken from their parents and locked away, and the kid was just left to sit and plan revenge? What you're doing here is creating a Mexican Joker. And what's a Mexican Joker gonna do? He's gonna grow up and have memories of being wronged by you, and he will grow and wait, and then finally fight back with a passion unlike anything you've ever seen.
Which one of them do you think is Mexican Joker?
No, it could be any of them. That's the point. You don't know which kid in there is gonna snap from being separated and locked down like this.
But doesn't Mexican Joker understand that we're just doing our job and trying to make America great?
Mexican Joker doesn't care. When that kid grows up, all that will matter is getting back at all of you.
Well, what would Mexican Joker... Can I talk to you alone, please? Excuse us, kid.
You're traumatizing them and teaching them.
You guys ever had like 20 emails and you see the little notification thing that says 20 and you're like, fuck, I'm not gonna read 20 emails right now. That's way too many emails. And then you get another email and then it says 21 emails and you're like, well, if I wasn't gonna read 20 emails, I'm definitely not gonna read 21 emails. And then you get another one and now it's 22 and you're like, well, I'm certainly not gonna read 22 emails if I wasn't gonna read 20. And then they just keep piling up more and more, and you can never deal with them because you're too committed to not dealing with the problem. You're too committed to ignoring them.
What would you do in this situation? Am I the wave? Because if I'm the wave, I'm totally gonna kill all those people. I love how Pikachu is so happy. He has the power to literally kill everyone in the hot spring. 1 million dead mosquitoes. Give me a spoon in 15 minutes and it'll all be gone. Having a dog on Christmas is just the best thing ever. Turkey and ham myself, but whatever gets you through. Would you sacrifice 3 inches of your to gain 7 inches in height? I ain't got enough to sacrifice. Card decline. Why does their body structure look like my profile picture? Who should a self-driving car kill? If you drift, you should be able to take out both of them. I wish I was a cow eating grass in a field. No rent, no job, no college, just move. All fun and games until... Glad to see my GTA Online character is out here grinding. What would you do in this situation? Am I the wave?
I was going to the gym because I was trying to like run off the jet lag. I walk in and there's a model, like a real one, and she's like on the treadmill, right? And she's running like faster than a racehorse would run. Like I don't know, 80 miles an hour probably.
Yeah, they can do that.
Yeah.
So she's top speed.
Top speed and not breathing heavy at all. She's like... And I'm on the elliptical, which is kind of like...
That's the lazy person's running machine, isn't it?
And I hate it. And you can see in my face that I hate it, and you can hear that I hate it, and I'm like... And she keeps running like that for like 30 minutes.
Wow.
And then she has this like Italian boyfriend come in, and he's like incredibly good looking, and they're both good looking, and he, I swear, leans over the bar of the treadmill and they start making out while she's running this fast.
Wow. That's the most annoying.
I was going to the gym because I was
If your aim looks like this one day, and this the other day, do this. When aiming, there's a lot of you who death grip your mouse. This causes tension in your aim. Mouse tension makes your aim feel flashy, snappy, and fast, like tense, but it also causes a ton of inconsistency. Think of your mouse as a brittle eggshell. You shouldn't have to crush it to death to aim. Less mouse tension makes your aim more natural feeling and also helps you not to get wrist damage at an older age. So guys, don't hold your mouse in a chokehold. If your aim looks like this one day,
Times actors weren't actually acting. In Elf, Buddy the Elf has to actually test out Jack-in-the-Boxes, which he's absolutely terrified of because they jump scare him. And believe it or not, but this reaction was actually genuine. And that's because he had no idea when it was gonna pop out, because the director of the movie had a remote and it would randomly pop out and scare him. In the movie Jaws, they decided to not tell the actor who was the first person to get attacked that there was a machine in the water that was actually going to grab her and pull her under. So when she screams of absolute fear and terror, that was genuine. Finally, in the movie Now You See Me, there's a scene where Isla Fisher goes into the tank. And in the scene, you can see her struggling and she's actually stuck in the bottom of the tank. And she's actually drowning. And believe it or not, this was real. She was really drowning. She said that the chains got stuck at the bottom and this wasn't planned. And the director thought she was just really good at acting. A stuntman thought it was going on for too long and finally came to help. Times actors weren't actually
How things are actually made, part 1. Firstly, this is how transmission tower works.
If someone can break this book light, I'll give him $1,000. But there's a catch.
A giant thing of sugar.
It's a pair of forceps.
The one thing you need fingers for?
Frozen pizza.
A 3-meat pizza.
60 seconds starts now.
Oh, look out!
Wow, look at that light.
I'm not breaking that. I'm gonna eat this. I'm putting that in the oven. I guess we can try it with this.
What Indiana Jones? I hate books.
Lyle likes to use his brain.
Bye.
You could probably tape that back together.
That's time.
A break and a pizza.
Search Break It to Make It on YouTube.
Here.
Only until I get a 5-star, but for every wish I make, I will be deleting 1 crystal core that I have. And for some additional luck, I will be sacrificing Uruguay. Alright, cool. Pity is at 20, so yeah. Gold. That's 10 crystal flies down the drain already. If I get it on this one, I will just whip out my cup. That's 30 crystal flies. How many? Why did I agree to do this? I'm gonna have to refarm all those 60. Alright, surely we win the 50-50. That was good. Alright, a deal's a deal. We did 6 temples, so we have to do 60. Why did I do that? Only until I get a 5-star, but for every wish I make, I will be deleting 1 crystal core that I have. And for some...
Eobard Thawne is probably the most evil and petty villain in all of comics. Some of the worst things he's ever done include erasing Barry's childhood friend so Barry would grow up alone, pushing child Barry down a flight of stairs because why not, killing Barry's wife Iris, killing his own brother and erasing him from existence because he caught Eobard researching the Speed Force, starting an electrical fire in Barry's first house, killing Barry's dog, trying to stop Barry from erasing Flashpoint, which would have ultimately led to the death of himself as well as Barry and the entire universe just because he wanted the Flash to lose. Tore up the letter from Thomas Wayne's Batman from Flashpoint which he gave to Barry to deliver to Bruce, and of course killing Barry's mother. Even all this is just scratching the surface of all the messed up stuff Eobard Thawne has done. This man has made it his life's mission to make Barry Allen's life as miserable and lonely as is humanly possible, and every action he takes is only to hurt Barry Allen no matter where or when he is in time. And that's why Eobard Thawne is probably the most evil and petty villain in all of comics. Some of the worst things he's ever done.
Hey, do you want a water or double it, give it to the next person?
Double and give it to the next person.
Do you want 2 waters, double it, give it to the next person? Double it, gotcha. Do you want 4 waters, double it, give it to the next person?
Double it and give it to the next person.
King, hey, do you guys want 8 waters or double it and give it to the next person?
Double it.
Double it? Yeah. Bet. Do you want 16 waters or double it and give it to the next person?
Can't drink that much right now. Let's double that.
Let's double it? All right, bet. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Do you want 32 waters or double it and give it to the next person?
No, I'm good.
Good, you double it? Oh, all right. 64 waters. Let's go. Do you want 64 waters or double it and give it to the next person?
I'll keep them. I'll keep them.
You keep them?
Yep.
Oh, dude, that is all yours, man. You enjoy, all right? Hey, do you want a water or double it and give it to the next person?
Double.
This is the world's only 7-star hotel, and what they have on the inside is mind-blowing. This is the Arabian Tower, and it's said to be the best hotel in the entire world. The hotel took 5 years to build, and there's a bridge going across the ocean to the land. Now, when you land in Dubai and book a room in this hotel, a shiny Rolls Royce will be ready to pick you up. When you look around, you'll see flashes of real gold everywhere you look. And the rooms are so big that it takes the butler 30 minutes just to show you around your room. And it has a restaurant with a giant aquarium inside of it. Now comment who you would stay here with. This is the world's only 7-star hotel, and what they have on the inside is mind-blowing. This is the Arabian Tower, and it's said to be the best hotel in the entire world. The hotel took actors who were never the same after a role. During his role in Who Killed Roger Rabbit, actor Bob Hoskins had to pretend all day that he was acting with real animated characters. Months into filming, Hoskins began hallucinating and began to believe that these characters were there in real life. The characters became a part of his daily life outside of filming. And even after they were done filming, all of these characters followed him around and haunted him for years. We all remember this iconic scene in the movie Psycho, where actress Janet Lane is murdered in the shower. But filming this scene traumatized her to the point where she was unable to take showers after. In a later interview, she confessed that she was unable to take showers, but when she had to, she would leave the curtains open and stare at the door the whole time, terrified. Actor Bill Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise, was haunted by Pennywise for months after filming. Bill had nightmares about him every night. Actors who were never the same.
If there is a character that's most likely to die, I'd wager it's Child. My guy has more death flags than any other character. So here are 4 red flags Child is not gonna be alive and kicking by the end of the game. The last one actually has me the most worried because it's literally in his name. Child uses a delusion, and delusions aren't the best for a person's health. Heck, we've already seen a character, albeit not a playable one, pass away from its effects. And Child, well, he's already showing symptoms of being affected.
What kind? Blue raspberry.
Can you not get a mix?
By it, which is not good for Shadow. His voice lines are littered with death flags. From inviting us to eventually meet his family at Snedgenaya to asking us not to worry about him and discussing his ignorance death. The more I read his voice lines, the more I'm convinced something is going to happen. Child is batshit crazy. He is so battle hungry, he literally states he'll only forgive Zhongli for fooling him if Zhongli agrees to fight him. But most worryingly, did you know Child's real name is Ajax? Child is definitely named after Ajax the Great from a Greek myth, as that Ajax also has a half-brother named Teucer. Unfortunately, this Ajax later commits unalive, having gone mad from losing to Odyssey. If there is a character that's most likely to die, I'd